this head teacher said to me, listen, you know, you're not going to make it as an academic. Why don't we all admit you are going to be an artist, and let's send you to art school? And he said, the only trouble is that in Britain, you can't go to further education until you're 16, which is the regulatory time. But I'm going to send you to this place where you can, although you're only 15, hopefully they'll accept you. So I went along with my father for this interview at the school, and I can remember it so well because the guy said, oh yeah, that's interesting. Well, right now, let's have a look at your work. And I hadn't taken any work with me because my father had no experience of this. I had no experience. So I said, oh, I haven't got any with me. And the head of this school said, well, surely, you know, you're coming here we've got to see your work. And I said, well, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. And naively. And he said to me as I left, he said, well, listen, I'm afraid I think you are a bit young to be coming here. You know, but remember this, he said, anywhere you go from now on, take a portfolio of your work. Otherwise, how are people going to judge you? So that was kind of like a fork in the road that I missed. If I'd gone to art school at the age of 15, this may have been a different story. And, you know, I've told this story to other people and they say, well, you know, but you may not become the person you've become because, you know, the route you've taken has produced you as you are. If you'd gone to art school, you might have been a totally different beast, which is true. Of course, none of us know how we're going to end up. You're affected by various things that push you this, that, and that way throughout your life. And so, short answer to your question, no, I wasn't particularly encouraged. And my father, as I said, had no knowledge. And my mother, although she was probably the dominant person in the family, didn't, you know, seem to have an opinion on it looking back. You know, she'd kind of let me go wherever. And so it wasn't until I finally began to produce cartoons in Punch or Private Eye that people said to me, wow, you've got a different attitude to life and your work looks different. You know, there must have been something about me. And of course, it may be because I was not brought up through the regular channels of art school and so forth.